The first tool I like to show for urologists using Genie are what we call procedure templates. The idea behind a procedure template is when you do a specific procedure, Genie can automatically bring in the name of the procedure, item numbers that are associated with that procedure, pre-operation notes, and your procedure notes being the findings, technique, and post-op fields. So I'm going to show you how you can use a procedure template in your practice. So to create a procedure template, we first select a patient and we go to the green person icon. Just showing you that you can type a procedure into the procedure name field and choose add to menu. The nice thing about doing this is it means that if you ever book in a procedure without using the template, you can just go to the procedure record and you're going to see I'm going to remove the procedure name. I now have a list of procedures I can book in. So that's useful if you're the type of practice that keeps typing in the procedure name. When it comes to procedure templates as well, there are other things you can bring in automatically each time you do this procedure, including pre-op and post-op diagnoses. If you use the indication field, if you type pre-op notes in. In the quotes tab, if you use the same item number every single time you do a certain procedure, you should bring it into the template as well. In the op notes tab, if you do the same findings, technique, and post-op for this particular procedure, you should bring it into the template as well. I'm going to click Save Template, give it a name, and click OK. Next, I'm going to show you how we use a procedure template. So I'm going to be booking in a brand new procedure for a patient. I go to my procedure icon, and this time I click on the Load Template button at the bottom. Here are all my procedure templates. I choose Open, and you can see those items I identified when I saved the template have come across into my procedure template in this instance. A question I often get asked about procedure templates is, what happens if I'm doing a procedure and when I'm doing my notes, I might change a word, I might change a measurement, I might make a very small alteration. How do I do that with procedure templates? My advice for those practices is to put the procedure template with as much information that remains the same between patients. When you use that template, if you need to change a measurement, change a word, maybe add in an extra item number, you just do that after you load the template. So use procedure templates for 99% of your information and make that 1% change should you need to. Another tool built into Genie that we find saves surgeons a lot of time are what we call custom forms. It's designed to reduce the need to handwrite any paper-based forms. Commonly for urologist practices, we find that these might be hospital admission and consent forms. But really, this is for any forms that you fill out by hand or maybe by typing into a PDF. You can load it into Genie and that'll save you time. I'm going to show you how you can download forms from our service through the special menu. If you have your own form that is not there in the special menu, you can go to our Knowledgebase, and from our Knowledgebase, you can have a look to see how to bring in your own PDF into the form. So to download from our servers, we first click the special menu at the top. Then we choose Software Updates. We go to the Forms tab on the right-hand side. In this form tab, there are different categories. For instance, in admission forms, we have many hospitals' admission forms listed here. If I go to the section for consent forms, again, we have many consent forms. To download a form, we tick it on the right, and we choose Import One Item at the bottom. We choose Save, and this brings that form directly into Genie. Now, there are other forms available in this window as well, so I do recommend looking here to see if the form you want to use is there. If you want to use the form, we select the patient, and in the Merge Letters screen, we double-click on the form that we wish to open. Here you can see that we have a hospital consent form with procedure information and patient demographic information pre-filled. From here, if you were to click the printer at the top left, this will print out, meaning that this will save you a significant amount of time when it comes to using it for your patients. One call out I want to make is the tick box at the top that says Save Copy and Clinical Record. If you have this box ticked, when you print it out, it will also save a copy in the clinical file of the patient. So if you find that you might be in the situation where you want to reprint this form or just have a copy of this form saved on record, I recommend making sure Save Copy in Clinical Record is ticked so you have that copy available should you need it. Now, the next tool I'm going to be demonstrating are what we call quick scripts. These are designed for your most common medications, and you might have the same dose, frequency, and instructions, or maybe a common medication, and there might be two versions of dose, frequency, and instructions. By adding it to a quick script, this will significantly save you the amount of time that you are typing in a medication name, because with 2 or 3 clicks of a mouse, the prescription has already been generated, possibly as a paper copy or as an e-prescribing script. So quick scripts, if you have already got them set up, they're available in the prescribing area in the quick script drop-down menu over here. If we want to add a quick prescription to the quick script menu, we click the plus button and we search for the medication we wish to use. So for instance, I'm going to be searching for fluconazole. After typing in the medication name,